Hello everyone, my name is Latia Hamilton and I will be giving y'all a brief introduction of Jazan Wild's Funhouse of Horrors book series. So, introducing the team, Jazan Wild is the author and creator of the entire 4-book series. Yes, these are graphic novels and they all total 240 pages. That is from the first page of the first book to the last page of the last book. And the publisher is Carnival Comics Entertainment. This entire story is about this guy named Jacob. His job or his role throughout the series is to be a vengeful spirit hunter for the dead. To put it simply, that is his job. So, as a kid, he received a book from some shady characters who were building a haunted house in the woods that should have been like an extreme red alert, but it wasn't because he's a kid and all kids are curious. And they told me it was just a regular old ghost story book, whole bunch of scary stories. Well, Jacob takes the book from the strangers. And once Jacob starts to read the book, he can't stop reading it because it just engulfs you. But the twist to this book is that this book is actually haunted and possessed by many angry, vengeful spirits, to include one that is literally a demon clown. It kind of reminds me of Pennywise the clown, from the movie It. But anyway, so all these spirits are showing themselves to Jacob as a kid, and it scares Jacob naturally. So there are times where he does stop reading the book, but that didn't matter because there's always an instance to where a spirit will show what happened to them in their past on, let's say, a regular display window at a store. So while he's walking down the street, he could see this, what he just read on front of a display. Scare anybody, right? So as he gets older, the spirits stay with him. Well, that demon stays with him. And he accepts the fact that these spirits, they're not going away. They can't go away because they were brutally hurt, like basically murdered. And they need help. They need vengeance. So as an adult, Jacob's job is to find the individuals who are still living, who committed these acts of violence against all these spirits that keep bothering him. As the acts go, there are 4 acts to this graphic novel series. In the first book, the Book of Horrors, we have Jacob as a kid. He receives a book from some shady people who are building his tree house and not really pay attention to warning signs. He takes the book anyway and reads it, and now he's possessed by a demon clown. In Act 2, or Murphy's Law, we have this cop who needs to be taken back to his past of when he was a kid. Now, as a kid, he was claiming to be beat by his dad and always going to his friend's house for support and comfort and everything. But in actuality, this kid is a werewolf. And his goal was to get inside that house and kill the entire family because this particular family killed his mom, who was a werewolf. In Act 3, or It's a Madhouse, this is about a guy who is a super mad scientist, and he needs to be shown his past. So basically, you have your uppity scientist going to fancy parties and stuff, and always walks around with 2 girls or 2 assistants. It almost looks like a whole Dracula reference. He always has his 2 maids, or whatever you want to call them, with him at all times. So what he did in his past was experiment on like a whole bunch of people. Then, once he got done experimenting, he decided to be a vampire and go ahead and suck their blood. So Jacob's goal in that was to get the spirits close to the vampire so they can go ahead and stake him. And he is found hung in front of, well, staked in front of his whole facility. In Act 4, or the Carnival of Horrors, this book is all about Jacob. So at one point in his life, he was in love as a young man, and he forgot about it. I'm thinking that during that time, he was at peace. He didn't have to worry about no spirits, no demons, or nothing like that. But the demon felt it to himself that Jacob needed a reminder of who he was now. So he took Jacob back to his past of when his girlfriend died. Well, his girlfriend accidentally opened the sealed book that was in his jacket pocket, and all the spirits came out. And she assumed it was like a dream because she woke up on a Ferris wheel. Don't know how that happened. It didn't even explain it in the book. But she woke up on a Ferris wheel. And she was thinking, oh, I've been up here just, riding. Fell asleep. And the spirits reappeared, talking about, oh, we need help. Come help us. And everybody could see them. Well, her, along with a few other people, end up jumping out of the Ferris wheel at the highest height it was at. And here we have her laying on the ground dead, and a clown looking down at the girl, smiling. And this drives Jacob insane. Then the clown starts showing him clips of his mom trying to save him, but she ends up dying before she gets a chance to try to save him. And this drives Jacob even more insane. So he kills himself. He attempts to kill himself. And the demon clown decides, no, that's not going to happen. So he revitalizes him and lets him know that he is his forever. Well, that concludes my brief introduction of the Funhouse of Horrors by Jazan Wild. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please, if you ever get the chance, please check it out. The artwork is amazing, and the story is very, very good. Thank you very much.